Good morning. Welcome to video lectures organized by SSMRB College and ISR initiative. SSMRB College, one of the premier institutes run by the prestigious RV group of institutions, have come up with a unique initiative to engage the students at the time of these unforeseen medical emergency caused by corona outbreak. As a socially responsible institution, we would like to connect academically with the students to make good the losses caused. In this connection, I, Dr. Ambika, working for the Department of Computer Applications, has posted a video on the subject Operation Research and the topic two-phase method. Please watch the video till the end and like, share with your peer groups and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. This method is used to find the optimal solution to a given problem. The problem given here is to minimize using two constraints. Three polynomials are utilized in the problem. As the constraints have greater than or equal to symbol, we need to equate LHS to RHS. To do so, we will be utilizing a slack variable and an artificial variable in both the constraints. We need to negate the slack variable and add the artificial variable in order to equate LHS to RHS. In the first constraint, we will be negating S1 and adding A1. In the second constraint, we will be negating S2 and adding A2. The method has two phases. We first start with the phase 1. We write the initial simplex table. The values in the Cj row is initialized to 0, while the basic variable column will have two artificial variables A1 and A2. These are initialized to 1. We enter the coefficients of the constraints into the respective rows of A1 and A2. Zj is calculated by utilizing the formula summation of Aij into Cbi. That is, if I need to calculate the Zj value for the first column, I will be utilizing the formula A11 into Cb1 plus A21 into Cb2. That is 1 star minus 1 plus 1 star 3, which is equal to 2. This procedure is implemented for all the columns. Cj minus Zj is calculated and entered into respective cells of all the columns. To reach the optimality condition, we need to check whether the problem belongs to a maximization method or the minimization method. If it is a maximization method, Cj minus Zj has to be less or equal to 0. For minimization method, Cj minus Zj has to be greater than or equal to 0. In the considered problem is the minimization problem. Hence, Cj minus Zj has to be greater than or equal to 0. As the first and the second column has values less than 0, the procedure is to be continued to the next iteration. In the next iteration, we will be utilizing two formulas in order to calculate the next iteration values. For the key row, new value is equal to the previous value divided by the key value. For other rows, new value is equal to old value minus the corresponding key column value into the old key row value divided by old key element. As a Cj minus Zj should have a value greater than or equal to 0, in the problem we have two values that does not match the condition. Both the values are equal to minus 2. So we choose the first column as the key column. In the solution, we need to locate the largest value. Hence, R4 row, it becomes the key row. The intersection of the two is known as the key value. X1 is the entering variable and A2 is the outgoing variable. Hence, A2 is replaced by X1. In this method, once the new values are calculated, the rows are shuffled. That is, the first row will contain x1 values. This is calculated by dividing the previous value by the key value. That is, we are dividing the old values by 3. R4 column is calculated by utilizing the formula old value minus the key column value into R3. Similarly to the previous iteration, Zj and Cj minus Zj is calculated and entered into the respective cells. According to the condition of two-phase method, Cj minus Zj has to be greater than or equal to 0. In the obtained solution, two columns does not satisfy the condition. We choose the least value among them, that is the cell containing minus 4 by 3. We choose the key row where the solution is the maximum, that is the row containing 5 by 3. Hence, a 4 by 3 would be the key value. x1 is the entering variable and a1 is the outgoing variable. We obtain the second iteration table using the same procedure. Zj and Cj minus Zj is calculated. As the optimality solution is satisfied, we move to phase 2. In phase 2, we enter the rest of the values from the iteration 2 except the Cj row and Cbi column. Cj row is obtained from the objective function, that is the coefficients of the objective function that is given is entered. Cpi contains the coefficients of x1 and x2 as given in the problem. We calculate Zj and Cj minus Zj for the same. The value of the solution obtained, that is 10, is the end value obtained. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.